In this video, we're going to be looking at using those two theorems that we just talked about for finding an angle where the lines intersect outside or inside the circle. So for this first one, I see that my chords are intersecting inside the circle, so we want to use this first theorem here. And that told us that that measure of that angle is just going to equal to those two arcs added together and divided by 2. And so I see it's going, that x here is going to equal to its intercepted arc, KL, plus its vertical angle intercepted arc, so that's just this angle right here, so JM, divided by 2. Well, arc KL is 156, so I have 156 plus JM, which is 130, divided by 2. And then when I add those together, 156 plus 130, I get 286. And then when I divide that by 2, I get 143. So x is equal to 143. Okay, now looking for number 2, I see that this angle is outside the circle, so I want to use these equations here. And so what we learned as just an overview is that the angle is going to equal to the big arc minus small arc divided by 2. So my angle C, which is x, is going to equal to my big arc, 178, minus my small arc, 76, divided by 2. 178 minus 76, I get 102. And so that means that x is equal to 51. Okay, number 3, I want to find the value of y. And so here I first note that my lines intersect inside the circle, so I want to use that first theorem. And I notice here that I'm given this angle right here. However, the arcs I'm given are not associated with this angle. I'm not given arc BC or AD. So my first step in order to create my equation is I need to find out what this angle measure is right here. And I notice that these two angles form a linear pair. And so remember we learned about in a previous unit is that linear pairs are supplementary, so they add to 180. So to find this angle measure here, I just need to do 180 minus 102 to get 98. And so I get that this angle here is 98 degrees. And now I can create my equation, and I know that my inside angle, which is 98, is equal to its intercepted arc, which is 95, plus its vertical angle's intercepted arc, which is y, divided by 2. Now I need to solve this equation for y. So my first step to get this divided by 2 gone is to multiply both sides by 2. And so 98 times 2, I get 196. These two cancel out, so I'm just left with 95 plus y on my right-hand side. And then I just need to subtract 95 from both sides. And so I get that y is equal to 101. Okay, now let's look at one last problem. So here I want to find the value of a. First thing I notice is that my angle here is outside the circle, so that means I need to use my second theorem here, which tells me that the angle is equal to the big arc minus small arc divided by 2. So my angle here I have is 30. It's going to equal to the big arc, which is 13a, minus the small arc, which is 5a plus 4, divided by 2. Now I need to solve this for a. First step, like we did in number 3, is I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of that divide by 2. And when I do that, I get 60 is equal to 13a minus 5a plus 4. Next, I'm going to distribute that subtraction. And I get 13a minus 5a minus 4. 13a minus 5a, I get aa. Add 4 to both sides. And I get 64 is equal to 8a. And then divide both sides by 8. And I get that 8 is equal to a.